Well, it was a very warm day yesterday. Hopefully got a chance to enjoy it, getting up to 70 in Manhattan and Concordia. I did think that we were going to get a few 70s yesterday. Very possible again for today. But we'll talk about today here in a little bit. We do have to recap what was a cold January, even though it ended up very warm on the final day of the month. Our average high temperature being 35.2, much colder than last year. Cooler than where we should be for this time of year. In fact, in the lows, that was also the case. You'll notice a difference of average high temperatures between the first half of the month and the second half of the month. And certainly got quite a bit of moisture with 2.25 inches of precipitation, 8.5 of that in the form of snow. And you can see everyone got above average for the month, with Concordia just a little bit less than other areas, but something we're monitoring this weekend. Areas out towards central Kansas, north central Kansas, could have more rain than other areas. So that'll certainly make up for it, but certainly got above average. So what can we expect for February? Remember, this year is a leap year, so we got February 29th. You can see how it warms up with our average lows and highs, and how the sunrise and sunset time changes throughout the month. And then as far as precipitation is concerned, we do get a little bit less precipitation in February compared to January, obviously less days, but we do average more snow than January and February. Now, that's the 30-year average. What's the 30-day average? Probability of wetter than normal for much of the state of Kansas. Across the far eastern portions, it's normal or equal chances of drier than normal and wetter than normal, but certainly things are still looking good for the month of February. As far as temperatures, well, probability of above average temperatures. So what does that mean? Well, it might mean that we might get more rain or a wintry mix versus snow. Obviously, there's going to be days that it's going to be cold. We might get snow, but at least here in the first week of the month, I have mainly rain in the forecast. Today, mostly cloudy with highs in the mid to upper 60s, a few spots possibly in the low 60s, but certainly another warm day. We're starting out a lot warmer, but I think the clouds will keep us just a touch cooler in some areas compared to yesterday. Now, is there still a chance that we might reach 70 in some spots? Certainly. So just be ready for another nice day ahead. A little bit more of a breeze today, too. Wind gusts near 20 miles per hour. Otherwise, we'll continue with mostly cloudy skies. I can't rule out a few sprinkles for today or tomorrow. But for the most part, we are expecting mainly dry conditions, with the rain starting to push into the area as we head into the late evening hours and certainly into the overnight periods of Friday night. And then Saturday, we will start to get into that rain increasing in coverage for the entire northeast Kansas area through the day on Saturday and continuing into Saturday night, Sunday. As far as how much rain, again, not much, if any, at today and tomorrow. Friday night, mainly out towards central Kansas, so Concordia already up to 0.87 inches according to this model by 6 a.m. Saturday, and then continue to overspread our western communities during the morning hours. So the farther to the north and east you go, obviously this is still subject to change, but based on this model and some other computer models too, our eastern communities may end up staying dry for the first half of the weekend on Saturday, and then it overspreads the rest of northeast Kansas. So by the end of the day Saturday, midnight Sunday, however you want to put it, many spots will be exceeding 3/4 of an inch of rain, possibly more than 2 inches in Concordia, and more rain possible as we head towards the rest of the overnight periods of Saturday night into Sunday before winding down Sunday evening. So definitely something that we're going to keep a close eye on here in the coming days. The storm system is still out in the Pacific, so models are still not handling the situation very well. There's still some minor details that could alter the forecast, so keep checking back in here in the next couple days for updates. Regardless, I think we're dry for most of next week, maybe a slight chance of rain Wednesday night. Otherwise, temperatures remaining unseasonably mild. And just a quick check of this graphic, we saw the monthly outlook, but just a look at what we can expect here in the coming weeks. Probability of above average temperatures and above average precipitation. So it doesn't look like we're going to get anything cold. Now, I will mention that one computer model does indicate that we might get a little bit colder, especially for Friday and Saturday, day 9 and 10. The other computer model doesn't bring us that the colder weather as that one has. The European one, if you're curious, is the one that brings us the colder temperatures and the possibility that there might be snow, especially next Saturday. But if the other computer model, the GFS, or some other models keep us on the warmer side, even if we do get precipitation, it may not be in the form of snow. So there's still a lot of details to be worked out with, but we have to focus on the weekend with the rainfall. And that's certainly something we'll continue to do here in the coming days. In the meantime, enjoy the warm weather. Oh, and by the way, wind gusts over the weekend could exceed 30 miles per hour at times. So just be prepared for that too. Have a great day.